Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Jack Speer. Law enforcement officials now say the two packages discovered at separate FedEx locations today in Texas are related to previous exploding packages that struck Austin, Texas. A bomb exploded early today inside a FedEx facility outside of San Antonio. In Austin, 4 bombs have already gone off this month, killing 2 people and injuring 4 others. Audrey McGlinchey with member station KUT has more.
Austin Police Chief Brian Manley briefed city council members on the latest explosion at a FedEx distribution center in Schertz, Texas, a suburb of San Antonio.
The working theory right now is that that was a package that was in the shipping center destined for Austin.
Law enforcement believe the package was mailed from a FedEx store in a small city in Austin. FedEx says the same person responsible for the exploding package shipped a second one, which has been turned over to law enforcement. Hundreds of federal agents are in Central Texas helping local law enforcement with the case. For NPR News, I'm Audrey McGlinchey in Austin.
Kansas Secretary of State Chris Kobach got a tongue lashing today from the judge who'll decide whether he can block voters who lack documentation such as passports proving their citizenship. From member station KCUR, Celia Llopis-Jepsen has more.
Judge Julie Robinson accused Secretary Kobach of gamesmanship. In the nearly 2 years since she ordered him to register tens of thousands of voters who signed up through the DMV, Robinson said she's had to repeatedly monitor his actions to try to get him to comply. The ACLU, who's suing Kobach, says some voters aren't receiving postcards showing where their polling places are. Kobach says county officials mail those out, not him. But Robinson made clear that complying with her orders falls on his shoulders. She will consider whether to hold him in contempt and whether he violated federal law by blocking voters in the first place. For NPR News, I'm Celia Llopis-Jepsen in Kansas City.
House Speaker Paul Ryan says lawmakers are hoping bargainers can resolve final disputes and reach agreement on a government-wide spending bill soon. If successful, Congress should have time to pass the legislation before a midnight Friday deadline and avert yet another possible government shutdown. As for the idea of another stopgap bill, Ryan says lawmakers would rather not go that route.
No, we're not talking about that. Look, we got close, but we weren't going to let midnight stop us from finishing our job of negotiating it out. There are some unresolved issues. We're working through them while we speak, and we're hoping to post today.
Proposed legislation will provide increases for defense and domestic programs for the remainder of the fiscal year that runs through September. The Food and Drug Administration is taking a closer look at flavored tobaccos from cigarette makers and others. The FDA saying such flavors have escaped regulation. The agency says it will look at flavors both in cigars and electronic cigarettes and also focus on menthol, the only flavor allowed in cigarettes under current federal law. On Wall Street, the Dow was up 116 points. This is NPR.